Well, normally I would say let's get everybody in the room, but I think because we're having activity there, maybe we'll, oh, somebody beeped in here. Is it you?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think
It's
so.
okay. And this is stopped out here now.
Us ladies with our caves.
Okay, well,
Okay.
it's a good sign
I like
anyways.
it. I'm open to it.
Anyways, welcome to Longview. A lot of people's first question is how can we investigate when there's music and voices downstairs? This choice, we don't have a choice in this place, but also the spirits that are in this building, this is their happy place. In fact, when the building gets quiet after 1:30 in the morning, a lot of the spirit activity tends to stop. At least the intelligent interaction stops at that point. And your residual haunting kicks in at that point. So that's when we get the hallway people, as we call them. You can see in all these rooms, they have the lights and little windows above the doors. So you'll be lying in bed and you'll see shadows walking back and forth. My favorite one is actually when you hear somebody walking down the hallway quite clearly. This isn't like small noises. This is a sound of somebody walking down the hallway, and you see no shadow, and you open the door and there's nobody there. So it happens all the time. We either see shadows and hear nothing, or we hear things and we don't see anything. People hear their doors rattling like somebody's trying to open the door and get in, that sort of thing. Yes, hello. I think it's your meter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4. Okay, just making note of the number of the meter. Sometimes we got to figure out if it's the meter, the person, the spot, what's making it go off. Is it actually a spirit interaction or something else going on? So we'll keep an eye on it. Seems to be when you have it down at your side. You have nothing in your pockets.
I have my phone.
It's on the other side, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
good. Yeah. And it's in airplane mode.
Yep.
Okay. So it should not be that. Alrighty. Well, I always start every investigation by saying hello to the building. So we'll start there with hello Longview. Hello Bruce. I'm here again with some friends. And before I tell them a little bit about you and everything else, I thought we'd do introductions because you seem to already wanting to say hello to us with possibly hitting some ears. I'm just gonna switch this. I'm gonna put the camera on you just so you know as your meter's going off. As always, we're not here to change your situation in any way. We're just here to communicate with you and to document what's going on here. You know how all this equipment works. None of it can hurt you. And we're hoping for some positive interaction tonight. Of course, you remember me. You might remember Julie. But otherwise, there's pretty much new faces here. You met Rachel in the fall. But this is the first time she's been here for the full thing. So we'll start with the introductions. And there's 2 reasons why I do introductions. Is 1, to let the spirits know who we are. Sharing our names makes them more comfortable sharing their information. And also for the recording later when I'm doing the review, I have everybody's name. So if we get any EVPs mentioning your names or anything like that, I know if there was a specific message coming for somebody. So I'm Bonnie, and let's go around. You're next.
I'm Abby.
And then out here we have
Julie.
Oren.
I'm Rachel. Tracy.
Frank.
Leslie. Paige.
and back to me, Bonnie. And Bruce, insert yourself in there wherever you'd like. You probably will. So, did anybody watch the video about this location that I put out there? So you already have a little bit of information. Bruce is our main spirit here. He lived, worked, and passed away here. He was your typical bar dude, you know, lived for beer, music, lived women. He was in his mid-50s, went downstairs to make a phone call. There used to be a payphone right at the base of the stairs. He didn't make it to the phone. Nobody's sure if maybe he wasn't feeling well. Maybe that's why he was going to make a phone call. Nobody knows. But he had a heart attack right at the base of the stairs and passed away. Within a very short period of time, staff started noticing weird things happening upstairs. And this was his room. And he'd lived in here for quite a while.
There you go,
Our
Bruce.
relationship with Bruce started 7-8 years ago. We started coming here. Chris reached out to me, the owner, saying, hey, you know, I like what you guys are doing in Alberta. I got an old building. I don't know if it's haunted or not. Some people say it is. Invited me to come out here, and the lovely gentleman that he is just handed me and my daughter the keys to the building for the night and left. So we spent the night, just the two of us, me and my daughter, Charlotte, who is a seasoned investigator. It's not like she was just a tag-along kid. And we spent the night in here. And one of the things that we recorded that night was a very clear voice, male voice. And of course, being the only two women in the building, that was good enough for me. But when we played it for the staff, right away, everybody was like, oh my God, that's Bruce. And every time we've gotten a DVP in that voice since, and we play it for people that know Bruce in life, that knew him, they say, yeah, that's Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really rare in the paranormal world, to be able to actually say, hey, this was a person who existed, this is a person who passed, and this person is still here. So as I said, this is Bruce's room, so we always start in here, but he's not the only one here. There has been a female presence the other end of the building towards where I stay in room 7, off and on, that people have felt more than anything else. If anybody's even remotely sensitive, especially women, will feel her presence. And sometimes she'll cause pain. Sometimes she'll just cause emotions. So sometimes some people just start feeling overwhelmed with sadness and that sort of thing, and generally that's her. She doesn't usually communicate more than that. It's just all of a sudden there'll be an overwhelming presence in the room. I've recorded in room 12 a fight between a man and a woman. We couldn't really make out exactly what they were saying, but it was definitely a heated discussion between the two of them. And again, that was just me and my daughter in the building, nobody else. And we were downstairs investigating in the bar area at the time, and this was a recorder that we'd left in room 12. So there's no explanation for these voices. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a ghost town outside. It wasn't like there was people out on the street. And our other audio, because I had 3 other audios recording at the same time, didn't pick it up. Only the one in room 12. So it was interesting. I've gotten several EVPs in the hallway here. I believe they've all been Bruce. It's all that same male deep voice that Bruce had. He likes to leave EVPs once in a while, so if you're recording, it tends to be the same guttural low voice, and he likes to say things like, kill her, I'm evil, boo, that's his favorite one, things like that. So he thinks he's being funny, he thinks he's being scary. Okay, well, Bruce, I know you were setting off meters and I'm talking too much. But we're here to visit with you, and as always, I've started in your room to say hello. So if you want to interact with us, we're here. You can set off a meter now to let me know that it is you that's here. Of course, now that I ask for it, you probably won't do it. I brought the talking device with me that I know you love, but I kind of want to make you ask for it. So again, if you touch any of the green lights in the room and make them turn red, beep, or touch the disco ball in the middle of the bed, I will turn on the talking device for you. So if you don't want to interact with us right now, Bruce, that's okay. Or maybe we have somebody else. If this is not Bruce, if this is someone else that was touching the meters, could you do so right now? Go touch a green light, say hello. And that's typical of this room or this upstairs. We get, like when I'm doing my opening speech and talking, there'll be meters going off like crazy. They'll be like interacting. As soon as I get to business, yeah, no.
So everybody's attention's on it.
Exactly. He's trying to make sure I understand he's not a trained monkey.
That's fair.
I get that you're in charge, Bruce, not to worry. How about this? If you don't want us in this room, if you'd like us to move on to another area or another room, you can let us know by touching one of the green lights on the bed. I think he might have gone downstairs to the bar.
Probably did.
Well,
The drinks are flowing and the people are laughing.
yeah.
And there's young girls.
There's
Oh, well, yeah, he'll be down there for sure. If
He's
you-
probably pretty rowdy when he was around.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was like in the dive bar era of this place,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Was it you again? Oh.
Well, I was hoping Bruce would come out and play right away, because sometimes when we do this up here at the beginning of the night, we get tons of stuff for Bruce, so I was hopeful, but if there's young ladies in the bar, probably not. I'm sure you heard me from down the hall earlier. We're not here to change anything, we're just here to communicate with you. Is that you?
That's mine fluctuating up
Okay.
and down out here.
Can you do that again if that's you and you understand my words? Thank you. Let's try one more time. Thank you. That was pretty quick. How about on a count of 3? When you hear the number 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Of course not.
Going up.
Going up. Are you trying? Yeah. Thank you. So it could be something intelligent. Can you try touching a different light? Can you try one of the other meters? They all work the same.
It just gets built and now just drop. It'll
Yeah.
Just fluctuate on.
Huh.
I wonder. I wonder if there's something here.
Hmm.
It seems to be when I have it over here.
Mm.
You find it? And yours isn't going off though.
Yeah, try holding another meter in the exact same position and see.
Okay, I got nothing.
Mm.
That's exactly what happened to us as soon as I did that.
Somebody's playing games.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's exactly what we want, though. Of course, I didn't have the camera turned that way because that would be too easy. So we're in room 12, just to catch up to the camera. And Julie was just having some activity in the hallway. If you're still there, could you touch that meter again?
It goes to 0.8.
Mm. So it's fluctuating, but not going up enough to for the threshold. So the threshold of these meters is 1 milligauss, so which is fairly low. Just gonna turn off the one that sits in the bay.
Yeah. You like the piano?
Ooh, I just got something.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is like really high though. Like it's
Is it?
Doing,
Nope.
mine's 1.4.
I got 2.2.
Okay, well, no cell phone or computer walked between you guys, so
Very good.
I'm not sure. Can you stop? Can you step away from the meters for a second?
So mine stopped.
Stop the beeping?
Oh, no.
We'd really like to communicate with you if this is a spirit. And the only way we can do that is if you follow my words.
So mine is at 0 again.
Okay.
I'm still at 2.
Mine's going up and down. Oh, it's trying to go more.
Can you come into the room? Yeah, I don't think, I was talking to the ghost, I'm sorry. But I will say, like, can you turn on the light switch there? Just to rule out, like, it shouldn't be, Did the numbers go higher when the lights came on?
No.
Okay. Can you go?
1.8.
Can you go right up to the light switch and? Like I said, I've mapped out all these fixtures many times, and they don't usually. Wow. Okay, we'll turn out the light again, and then if the numbers drop off.
Still the same.
Is this your favorite song they're playing? If it is, can you stop the beeping so we can listen to it?
My thought is it might be something residual, so it's not really responding to our words. It's just doing what it's doing. Can you come? Again, talking to the ghost, just to be clear, everybody. Can you come into the room? If you understand my words, can you come in? Come join us?
Can you make these ones beep too?
Is yours fluctuating as well, or is it staying at the same number?
Pretty much the same. Well, now it's moving a little bit, but 1.8.
And it's still fairly low levels, but it's significant. Well, maybe they're trying to come in the room.
Yeah, see when I come over there, you're really trying to.
Yeah. The thing that gets me, if this was power, I've seen all these meters in all kinds of different positions here. Stop. So generally, if it's power related, it will go to a number, it will stay at that number, and it will always be there. So unless it's Wi-Fi, and then it will fluctuate between, 0.1 and 2 point something, and it will just continually fluctuate back and forth. That's what Wi-Fi does.
And now they're all stuck.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's power.
No.
I think that this is something residual maybe, and they were just doing their thing.
That's cool.
Thank you, if you do understand me.
When that first happened, it went like a wave through.
It did, yeah.
It was neat.
Yeah. We haven't quite figured out what this phenomenon is, but if you understand me, I appreciate. If you do hear me, can you do that again? Can you come into the room? Do you want to talk to us? We're here to communicate, wherever you are. But my gut says just the way it is behaving. I don't know if it's totally understanding us or what. But I do like that a couple of times I said come into the room. It came in the room.
That was such a fantastic wave. I would love to see that again.
Hello. So let's try this again. If that's you, can you come into the room? I need to know if you're listening or not. Show me that you're smart and you understand my words. Can you come this way? Just a little closer. Thank you. Can you come in closer than that? No? Are you too shy? That's okay.
Doing a really good job. Can you come to this other meter?
We're retreating again.
Yep. Yours going off, Rachel?
No, and they just traded meters too.
Yeah.
So which proves it's not the meter, it's
Yeah. Just you can see it.
but again, I think this is the third time that we've said, come into the room and the wave has slowly crept into the room. So
Awesome. So cool. I did say move down the hallway. It was a little while ago, but that's awesome. I wish we could get you to do something else though, just to validate. Do you have any other tricks? Anything else you can do? Could you try coming all the way into the room one time? I promise nobody here wants to hurt you. Don't be afraid. Well, this is honestly the most EMF we've ever had upstairs. Like, usually we get sporadic, occasional EMF up here. I think a couple of times we were able to get Bruce to communicate with the K2 type meters in his room. But
And now it's moving up and down, so
yeah,
I don't know.
interesting. I don't know.
It did say it was a couple, maybe they're dancing up and
Maybe,
down the halls to
yeah.
the music.
Maybe. Okay, it's 10:30, which is normally when we head downstairs. I thought that was cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
If that, if you're interested in communicating with us more, you can come with us. I really appreciate that.
just had a ball go off.
And I hear this is your table, so there you go. Girls come to say hi to you. A little ghost action going on,
That's my
That's their Spanish night. Welcome. Thanks for having us to your home.
Of course, I can't get the angle.
Like being on film, Bonnie's trying to film you right now.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay.
You did a great job lighting up the balls. I appreciate this. Amazing. Great company tonight. Thank you.
Now that I have a camera on it.
There you go. Camera's on. Light up the ball for us again if you would. See it. Everyone wants to be able to see it out there in the world. Right now you're setting the beacons off everywhere, hey?
Here. No, yeah, just that one and then over here. So hello. It's Crazy Body again and all her friends. As usual, we're here to interact with you. Nobody here wants to harm you or change your situation in any way. We're all just here to communicate. Everybody here is open to some positive interaction. Nobody here gives permission for you to use their bodies or their energy to show us that you're here. You know how all this other gear works. You know that if you go touch any of the green lights, it'll turn red and beep. Just making note that the one on the, what we call the regulars table, which is the far one in the corner over there. Oh, now it's back on. I was gonna say it went off, now on. You turn it off. Thank you. Maybe. It's like red, green, red, green, red, green. I turned the sound off on that one just because it goes off so much on that table that it just gets annoying. So we'll try to keep an eye on it. But so again, it's going from 0 to 9 point something, which is fairly high. That's like, microwave level. Like if the meter was right next to a microwave turning off and on. And we just mapped out the area. There's no microwave, and if there was, it would have to be right underneath that table to be doing that. So this is unexplained EMF. Now it could be a spirit. It could be some other natural phenomenon that just happens to be in this building. But I can say that we had this started in October of last year, and all of our investigations in October and November, we have this weird EMF off and on. So it's interesting that it's continuing this year.
And definitely what validates it is that sometimes it just goes away completely. So if it was some sort of electronics or even, like I said, a natural mineral deposit or something, it would be consistent. So I don't know what the heck that is. Vaping is great. There's definitely stuff going on. It's just, we'd like it to be more in the communication realm, which we don't always get, but would like. It's really easy sometimes to set up communication with these meters once we establish contact. You know, we can say one is yes, one is no, or turn it on for yes, or turn it off for no. But until we establish that, we can't assume that this is responses to anything, right? Far too often on shows, I see that the meter goes off and they immediately, oh, that must mean yes, you know. And until you've set that up, how do you know? They could be just going, look, look, pretty lights, pretty lights, pretty lights, pretty lights. So let's try this again. We're going to try to establish communication. If you understand my words and you know me, just Bonnie, can you step away from the red lights? Show me that you're listening. Hey Bruce, if you know who's doing this or if it's you, can you stop the beeping for a minute? Can you help me out? That one wins. And the one on the far table stopped. So just Rachel's is still going. The number went down though, didn't it?
Oh, way up.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can you go and touch the meters again? Show me that you're listening. Can you go to set all three off again? Yeah, just trying to prove that this is something that's actually interacting, not just doing what it's doing. Can you touch the one on the far table? I can't see the one on the far table now. Oh, there we go. It's lit up. Okay. Thank you. How about this one by me? On this table behind me. Can you light it up again? No. So you put another meter in that spot and it does nothing, or is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now it's not.
Weirdness. Okay. Well, thank you for that little bit. I'm not sure if that was interactive or not. It's hard to say with only that one time where it seemed to be on command. So let's try again. Can you step away from the one on the far table? Make it turn green. It's one on my table just did now. Thank you. You're just waiting until I pay attention over here and then you'll go do it over there. Is this Bruce messing with me? I brought the talking device, Bruce. Do you want to talk to everybody? Oh, so there, the far one on the table now went to green. Thank you. Now how about this one on the table in front of me? If this is Bruce, can you light this one up? And I'll turn on your talking device so you can say hello to everybody. We have a lot to talk about. I haven't had a chance to chat with you since November. All stopped, eh? We jumped right into things because things were happening. Usually we come in here and I have everybody spread out and then we spend a couple minutes just listening so everybody can get familiar with the sounds of the building from the different machines and stuff. But kind of had activity right off the bat and jumped in. Stop right now for my sanity. Stop the beeping. For just a 10-second count even. Show me that you're listening.
Okay, that is still lit up all the way, so it's not that machine in the behind the bar, because that level stayed the same. Okay, you can start the beeping again if you want. Thank you for giving me the 10 count. You think? That seemed to be on request. Can you pick just 1 meter and maybe we can communicate? Can you, whatever meter you make beep next could be yes. Can you try that? Okay. Let's try. So other than the, again, on the regulars table, that far table, that one's gone out a couple of times, but the rest of them have stopped. Even the one with Orrin and his friend. So I'm going to try talking, turning on the talking device and see if Bruce wants to say hello or anybody else wants to say hello. So when I turn this on, you know how it works. First thing I'm going to ask is for you to say hello. Can you say hello? It's definitely the deep voice that's we usually attribute to Bruce in the background there. Is that you, Bruce? I know it's been a while. I have some questions for you once I know it's you I'm talking to. Can you give me a sign that it's you? Is that you, Bruce? Can you light up another one? Yeah, we're gonna sleep here. It's not bedtime yet, though. Can you step away from that meter? Make it turn green? Because you're getting nothing. Oh, now you got both of them going? And that one's going? But you guys aren't. Do you want me to put the talking device over there? Can we stop the beeping? You had an odd request back in October. You asked for a banana. So when I came back in November, I brought you a banana. Did you like the banana? Any other fruit requests? Can you say hello or howdy or hey so I know it's you? Do you want me to play music? I'm willing to do whatever you need me to do, but first I have to know it's you I'm talking to. So you have to answer my stupid questions. Okay. Do you want us all to come sit over there? So let's try this. Next time you talk, can you tell me your name? If it's Bruce, say Bruce. If it's not Bruce, say your name. You know all our names. We said them upstairs. We can say them again. I'm Bonnie, And next to me at the table here we have, please introduce yourselves. Okay, and then we have, thank you for clarifying that you're human. It's great to know. So next over here we have
Paige.
and you know me for sure. So now we just need your name. Every time it's come on, it's gotten a little bit more clear, which is usually how it goes if they're actually using it. Julie can attest to this because she's been around this machine for the last few years. When it's not connected to an entity and nothing's using it, you just get streams of gibberish that sound like nothing. Toddler talk, fluid drunkenese, that sort of thing. So again, you know all our names. One more time, can you tell me your name? Then I promise we'll have fun. We'll stop being so serious. It's me? That's helpful. Is that Nikki or Mickey? Is Bruce here? I thought right after I said that there was a low Bruce behind everything, but I might have just been wanting to hear that. But it sounded like a squeaky female voice saying Nikki in there. Is there a Nikki here or Nicole? I think we've had that name before. I'd like to talk to you. I'm going to give it one more minute, then I'm going to turn this off, unless you convince me. How about this? Can you tell us where we are right now? What's the town's name? KT Flash by Julie. Yeah. It's always easier to hear, but to me, it was a little too scattered, a little not quite clear enough. I thought I heard Bruce in there a couple of times, like his voice, but it wasn't clear enough. You'll have to get our attention in another way. Here you go, Bruce.
When you're weary.
Nope, turn it off. Now, if you want it on again, all you have to do is touch the screen and it will turn on. Two flashes. Like, I mean, as far as like ghost hunting goes, this to me would be like there's several entities in the room and they're all doing their own thing with the meters and really don't care about what we're doing. It's like, look what I can do. Look, I can make this one turn red. Look, I can make this one turn red. You know, it's. Are we just not enough fun tonight? Sometimes they respond best in here when we're sitting around talking and having fun and laughing. And then they'll kind of join in. Rather than me just actively asking them to do things. Is that what you want? Yeah, actually we've had something in here on more than one occasion has opened people's phones up and turned on music. It's happened while people were sleeping and it's happened in the bar. So This is one of those places where I'll try that. Yeah, we could see it on the one lady's phone the one day. Like, it was, you could see things moving. You could see that something was trying to scroll through her phone. Do you want a different Johnny Cash song? Maybe. Yeah, none of his songs are upbeat.
And the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burned, burned, burned. Round a wildfire.
That sounds like something like right over here.
It's so interesting how you put these three going off and then you can put one right beside it and then go off.
I know, it's one of those things. EMF is just arg, frustrating. There's definitely something happening, something unexplained, but as long as we can't get solid communication with it, it's kind of useless.
If you hold it up here, nothing.
Yeah, it's right on the table, right?
Right on the table.
Yeah, same as the other table. It's just, it's the table itself that seems to be producing the EMF, which,
But if that was the case,
it's a wooden table.
both of them go on.
Yeah, exactly. If there was some hidden electronics in the table, they'd both be going off. Welcome to the paranormal. This is why we call it paranormal, because we can't figure this shit out. Yeah, this is one of the classic, who knows what the hell's going on. So you would think it's messing with us. You'd think it must be intelligent then. It's, but at the same time, I did ask for the beeping to stop, but it takes several minutes to happen, so I can't conclusively say it's responding, you know?
Yeah.
But we need you to do something else. Anything else. Maybe we need to turn off all the meters. Like, how do you interact with us in a different way?
Yep. That could be an option.
Yeah. Take away all the toys. And just, well, all the meter toys anyways, and see if that forces them to try to do something else. And the other thing I'll mention is we did a 6-hour investigation at the Cat and Fiddle with this new camera setup, and I went from 100% battery to 80% battery on my battery pack. Tonight I'm already down to 67. So it's draining way more battery. So I took away all the toys, all the beepers. So if this is something intelligent and you understand me and you still want to interact with us, you're going to have to do something else. And if it's Bruce and you want to talk to me, I need you to do something pretty substantial, and I'll put on the headphones and we'll chat. And if you just really, really want to hear the beeping, all you got to do is turn one of these meters back on. Just push this button here on any of them, and it will turn back on.
Bruce, show us which one you need.
Even just show us how much of a pain in the ass you can be. Okay, I'm going to try one other thing, and then we'll maybe try to do a blind headphone session. One of the things I found that sometimes helps is for them to know that we heard them last time. So I'm going to pull up a video from when we were here last. See? I could hear you. Do you want to talk like we did then? I need you to touch one of the balls, bang on a table. turn on a light. But see, we pay attention, we listen to what you're saying. I try really hard every time when you ask for something to bring it or do what you ask. But you seem slow to warm up tonight other than the beeping. Give us a sign that you're here.
Story, Bruce. How did you end up in Longview?
Turning 1 meter on. Just a second. Hello. So you like the pretty lights, you like the meters. Just turned 1 on and it didn't take very long for it to start going. Is this Bruce? Can you light it up for yes? Okay, Bruce, do you want to talk to me? Should we do the headphone thing? I'd rather not. It's one of those things where we've done these double blind sessions a few times with Bruce, and that involves me sitting on the far table with the headset on, listening to the phonetics device, and you guys sitting at the other end of the bar asking questions, and I can't hear you. So it kind of takes me out of the equation, takes us out of the equation, so that I'm not listening for responses. Like if everybody says ask for a name, I'm not automatically listening for names because I didn't hear you guys ask for names, that sort of thing. It's a good way to quantitate the phonetics device, and we've had really good sessions here with that. But I've always established communication in some way else first, so that's why I'm hesitating to do it, because this is not communication. This is somebody going, I really like EMF detectors, and look what I can do.
Bluetooth connected.
Connects to this, not a problem. And honestly, here, this place is usually pretty good. I have the fewest technical issues in this location than any of our other locations usually. So I'm surprised by all this. I expect this out of East Cooley because they like messing with my gear, but not here. So last chance, Bruce. I know it's the end of the night for you. We're still going to investigate upstairs, I think, for a while after this, but having all kinds of issues tonight. And other than some weird EMF, we're not really getting communication. So, can you talk to us? Can you tell me why my device is not working? Are you there? Are you there, Bruce? Or what was the other name we got earlier? Nikki? Usually at this point of the night, like I said, normally like from midnight to 1 o'clock, we can't shut Bruce up. Like, he won't let anybody else talk, and we get all kinds of stuff. So it's just weird. Come say hello. A lot of us are going to be here tomorrow night, but some of us are not coming back tomorrow night, so they'd like to hear from you. He's looking at me. Something about Bluetooth? Stupid. Did you mess with the Bluetooth? Bluetooth me? Do you not want me to talk to Bruce? Who is this? Can you tell me your name? I don't think we've talked before. I was surprised to hear that. It definitely sounded like they said something about Bluetooth. It's haunted? Well, we're hoping it's haunted. Don't tell the other person that there's something. Please stop talking. No, I want to be talking. We want to talk to you. Can you tell me your name so I know who I'm talking to? Again, my name's Bonnie. And everybody here just wants to talk to you. I swear it said it's haunted. That's cool and weird. Do you think we're the ghosts?
What?
It's like more puppies? Just can you tell me your name? Trying to think. I swear that was like, shut it, Grandma. Like.
No.
No, that sounds like Bruce. Bruce is sleeping. Did Bruce go to bed? Okay, who am I talking to? The Bruce is sleeping was pretty clear. Well, there's nobody sleeping in his room tonight. Who's he gonna cuddle? I'll have to go wandering. I know, tonight's been weird because there's definitely been times where it's felt like we're definitely connecting with something. We're talking again. But again, there was at the beginning there another, they should see us. I think that's twice now we've heard something about see me or they should see us. I'd love to see you. My camera's right there. If you dance around in front of it, maybe we can see you. Or you can come sit at the table with me. Touch some of the toys that I have. Or at the other table if you're more comfortable with anybody else. Maybe there's somebody new here. Yeah, that's what's changed the dynamic. You're just trying to figure the gear out. Sounds like you're trying to talk. Okay, there's something about sleeping in there again. But at the very beginning of this string, it was something about stop. Do you want us to stop? Stop, just us? Or talking to us? You don't want us to talk to you? I'm sorry. I usually ask that at the beginning of the night, but I can ask it now. If you don't want us in here tonight, you don't want to talk to us, this is your chance to tell us. You can say stop or leave, and I promise we'll respect it. But if you want us to stay, you can say stay or talk, and we'll stay. So your chance to tell us what you want. Think about it. Okay. Happy talk. Do you like hearing yourselves? Stop the talk, we go to sleep now. It was like that little voice behind. Somebody wants to talk and somebody else doesn't want to talk. Okay, well, I'll turn it off. If you want it to start again, you just have to touch it here. Is there anything else anybody wants to try before we go upstairs? If you touch the ball, you can touch this, you can touch that, or you can touch this. There's 4 things here that you can touch. Let me know that you're still here. And if not, then we're going to pack up and go upstairs. Finishing out the official investigation back in Bruce's room. And I think Bruce was not into it tonight, let's say. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you were up here the whole time telling me a whole story. I could hope that you left me some messages. And hopefully you'll choose to interact with some people tonight. But I thank you for whatever you did do tonight and anybody else who interacted with us. This is the last chance. We're going to say, I'm going to put out a meter and give you a last chance to communicate. You can touch either one of the meters on the bed, or you can scream at me, throw things at me, and I'll know that you want to talk to us. Now it's directed at Bruce or anybody else who's around.
So if Bruce went to bed.
Mm-hmm. I know. I don't know. This is where I don't know. That's the thing when spirits say they're going to bed or they're going to sleep. I don't know. Do they come upstairs and crawl into their own bed?
Yeah.
Or do they just go someplace else? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that he does crawl into this bed because he has. People have felt it. But I also know on some of the nights where he says he's done and he's going to bed, we come up here and do this and there's nothing. Like you would think then the meters all over the bed would light up, you know?
Yeah.
I guess that means you don't want to talk to us. But again, I'll just say thank you anyways, if you can hear me. I always appreciate everything you do. And I will listen through all this and see if there's anything you need or any messages.